Hi guys, welcome to the channel, and in today's video I'm gonna do a full in-depth review of my new car, the 2019 Mini Cooper. So let's take a closer look and see what exactly is new, and I will show you all the details of this, well, pretty cool car. Alright, so let's go. This is the, as I said, 2019 model, the facelifted version. Here you have the key. It's the same as before, however, first thing you'll notice is this. So the LED lights are new. They have this round shape of the daytime running LEDs. This car also has the optional LED lights, which I would recommend you to go because they are so good during the night, which I'll also show you in another video of night point of view drive. Then another thing that is new is actually the badge. So I don't know if you noticed, but this is the new Mini logo that goes on the all Mini 2019 models. So Clubman, Countryman, they all got this new logo. I think it's cool. So basically the only difference is here. It's not connected anymore, but it looks for me better. So I don't know, tell me in the comments what you think about this. So I went for this spec. I think, in my opinion, that it's the best spec you can have for the Mini. So this color is called the Midnight Black Metallic, and I've also paired it with the 17-inch Cosmos wheels. As you can see, multi-spoke wheels. I got the Michelin Primacy tires on it, and overall I think this combination looks very good. So black car with black wheels. I also choose the black roof and black mirrors. You can have them in the different color. I just think the whole black thing looks better. However, I did add these stripes in black with this white parts, white edges over here, which makes the car look a bit more aggressive from the front with the stripes on. I don't know, tell me in the comments which spec would you go for. Now Mini really has a lot of different exterior colors, and the combinations with the roof and everything, this is, as I said, my favorite, but tell me in the comments which one would you go for. Here you have the car from the side view. Now you will immediately notice that I tinted the windows. If you watched my collection day video when I went to the car dealership to collect my brand new car, it didn't have the tinted windows. I choose to tint them immediately because this way the car looks much better and you have the privacy here. I mean, look. I can't see inside, you can only see myself, and that's one of the reasons why I tint them, because on the road trip you have some luggage over there. And as you can see, the luggage space is not that great. However, you do have the luggage here, and that's why I choose to tint this with 90% tints, so that you know, I don't get unwanted views inside. Now moving on to the back of the car, well, this is pretty special because I'm going to show you this. Wow, right? So the Union Jack shape of the taillights, they actually look, the shape is similar, but the 3D of this LED is Union Jack style, like a British flag. Very cool. You have the indicator over here, you have the stop light here, and the overall looks very good. You can actually retrofit them to your pre-facelifted Mini. It's an easy fix. I mean, not fix, it's easy to remove this and just put to remove your light and put this new one. But yeah, I think that's the coolest part of this car. Let me do that again. So when you drive during the night, you drive behind it, looks so good, really. And well, I wish I could see those lights more. Obviously when I'm driving, other people see them, but yeah, I mean, just look, looks really, really cool. Now, another thing that you'll notice here at the back is also the new Mini badge over here. Now, one detail over here is the exhaust. I actually like it so much because a lot of new cars don't have the exhaust. So it actually sounds pretty decent, really. And maybe I'm thinking about upgrading the exhaust, but later on. So tell me in the comments what you think about this, and do you know some great aftermarket exhausts for this car. But I will say once again, I really love the sound of this car right now, and for the first 2 years I think I'm not gonna change anything, especially not the exhaust. So since we are here, let's open the fuel cap. So basically, one thing that it's a bit annoying is that you only have 40 liters of fuel tank, which means, I mean, the car consumption is very good. So I managed to get 5.7 liters on the highway when I obey the speed rules, and also I managed to get around 7.8 liters in the city, so that's pretty good. You can do a lot of miles in it. However, I wish I could have a bigger tank, 50 liters at least, so that I won't have to stop, even after 500-600 kilometers, which this car can go without problems. However, I would love a bigger tank. So let's go back to this part here, which is the trunk. So I will open it for you now, and you will see it's not that big. However, so let's go through some details. This is 211 liters of storage space. It's good, but not that great really, especially if you go for a road trip and you have some luggage. So what you can do is you also have this, the extra part over here, where you can fit some, smaller things. I put my small bags and shoes over there, for example, when I go to a road trip. And let me show you additional thing. Okay, so as you can see, I've put all the things here, and now I can also do this. So now you have much deeper ground here. You can put more things. Now, additional thing that you can also do is not just fold the seat, but just fold them like this. So wait just a second. Okay, so there you have it. And now you have the 90 degrees angle here, which means you can put, for example, hand luggage for the plane, or some, even bigger suitcase. You can fit it here. You can do the same with this seat, and this way you get, well, you're not folding your seats the whole way, and you get a decent amount of storage space. And well, two people can travel without any problems. I think this is a good solution. And as I said, the trunk itself is not that big, but it's pretty practical, and you can do a lot of things with it. One of them being this. When I go to a road trip, this is what I usually do. So I can fit a big luggage here. Also, one person can drive, for example, here. I went to Monaco. My friend was here. We had this layout, and there was no problems whatsoever. So here is the hook that you can choose to close the trunk, and this is one part that I don't like. As you can see, the sound when you close the trunk is not that good, mainly because of this license plate and this plastic part here. Maybe I will change that, but I don't know. I don't want to change anything actually on the car, so I will think about it. So the trunk, well, as I said, not that big, however, pretty practical. That's why I think it's very good, and you can, put some luggage for two persons. It is ideal, really. I can't really complain. However, if you have more people inside, then you will have some problems. But of course, you don't buy this car for the practicality. Okay, so let's check out the interior of this car, and it's really great place to be. One of the best elements of this car is a lovely interior, and you don't see interior like this on the other cars. It's very original. It's something that a lot of younger customers will love. I really love these shapes and everything. But let's go from the start. So here we have this piano black element. Then you have the handles, which have the ambient lights. You can also lock the car here. You have the switches for your mirrors over here, and also for your windows here. Then you have the mini door seal, and over here let's take a look at the steering wheel. So this is the Mini Yours steering wheel, special handmade one with the lovely stitching over here. I don't know if you can see it, the gray stitching. And this steering wheel is also a bit, bigger over here. So that means it is in your hand. It feels great, and it's really nice to, drive the car with this steering wheel. Pretty cool. Then let's check out these. So this is the sound system, the regular one. You also have the Harman Kardon, the premium one. And if you go for that, well, it is good. However, I have a friend with the Harman Kardon, and it's not that big difference when we compare this one. This one is actually pretty good, so you will not make a mistake if you don't go for the Harman Kardon, I think. Now let's sit inside and I will show you some of the details of the car. So as you can see in front of me, I will turn on the car, and here is where you turn it on. So I've turned on the ignition now. As you can see, we have the classic analog cluster over here. I love this element. In the new Minis, I think we will have, in the new electric Mini actually, there will be a digital dashboard here. Also in the new Mini JCV GP, limited edition John Cooper Works, you will also have this in the digital. So I don't know, but I love this old school cluster. I don't know, tell me in the comments what you think about it. So here we have a rev counter, then we have the speedometer over here. Some information you have over here, and of course you can change it. You have the oil temperature, your range, and so on. You can choose which things you want to have on these fixed positions. But I prefer to have it, I don't know, like with the speedometer and with all the other information that I have here, so like this. Then moving on, we have this part here. So this is the optional 8.8-inch screen, and I would really recommend you to go for it. So on the facelifted version you do have the screen as standard, however it is smaller, it's like this, and this is the optional screen 8.8, as I already said, with the mini visual boost, and that is something that it's pretty cool, really. Look, it changes the colors all the time, as you can see. Then if we go to sport mode, it goes like this to red color. Then if we go to the mid mode, changes color to yellow. If we go to green mode, then it changes of course to green. Now it's cool. Also if you turn on the music, then it will go like this. Also if you rev it, as you can see, this looks like a rev counter then. So that is pretty cool. It's I don't know, it's so much fun, especially during the night. Once again, I'm telling you, I will do a proper night point of view video when you will see everything in action, so stay tuned for that. Also look at this, for example, I'm hot and I want to turn down the temperature, and then you see this blue part over here. And speaking of the AC, you control it here. Big plus for Mini and also for BMW, which are making this way, because this is the proper way to have the AC. You don't want touch on the AC, because let's face it, you want your eyes on the road in front of you, and you don't want to have problems with trying to find a switch for the AC. So that's really a good thing. So let's go through all the other switches. So this is your main pad, which you use, the button that you use to control everything. As you can see, I can go through different menus with this. I also have touch, so for example I can go like this. However, I prefer to change everything with this because, well, it's more tidy. You don't have your fingerprints after that on the screen, so I think it's a much tidier choice. So you also have some shortcuts here for the media, communication, map, navigation, and also here is the button for the main menu. You can easily go back over here, and well, overall pretty cool. Let me show you one cool also thing. So you have the voice commands, address input.
Only spelling is possible for the selected country.
So
spell out the town.
As soon as I said that I want the address input, it went over there for the address input, so I didn't need to find that on the menu. As you can see, in Croatia I need to write down the name of the city, so I can do it like this. Look at this.
Z A.
So as you can see,
G.
as you can see, you can write down on this. I didn't even know that this car has this. You can easily delete like this.
Delete.
So it's pretty cool. You get the point, but I saw this in the Audi models. I didn't know that the Mini also has one. Now let's go through some buttons over here. So this is the start stop off button, something that I immediately turn on when I start the drive because I don't like this system. Then, as I said, this is the start engine button. Then here you have the traction control off. You also have the two traction controls activation or deactivation. So basically, if you hold it once again for a longer period, you will turn off all the traction in the car, and then you can really have fun. But of course, you should be on the closed circuit or on a racetrack or something like that. Now, additional button is here, sport and green mode. This is new compared to the pre-facelifted version. The previous one had this here, and now on this one you have it over here. And as I already mentioned, here is how it looks. And you can also have the sport display, which shows you the Newton meters and your power in kilowatts or in horsepower. You can change that. But as you can see while you drive, then you can see how much power the car uses at this moment. So that's pretty cool. Also for younger customers, I think really Mini is going towards them. So that is pretty nice. You also have your hazard lights over here. You can turn on the volume over here, but also in this buttons here you change your station or your music track over here. You have the cruise control over here. Steering wheel once again looks very nice. One additional thing that is new on the facelifted version is this fuel gauge. It is fully digital right now. Let's go through some buttons here. As you can see, here we have the LED lights over at the top, and one detail is this, the ambient lights. So it changes color. As you can see, we have red, green, blue, and so on. I prefer to have it in this color. So the blue one, you have the ambient lights here at the bottom. I don't know if you can see it, and over here, and of course here. So overall, very nice place to be. So now I think it's time to, well, what else can I show you? Okay, so I can show you this. So here I have the wireless charger, and let me put my phone in it. Just a second. So even my big iPhone can fit here, as you can see. So it is charging. So you put your phone here, you charge it wirelessly. You also have the USB, double USB ports over here. I use them for the music. Here are the cup holders. They are good, but because of this part here, they don't hold, your cups in one position. So if you go for a faster drive, don't put your cups over here, your bottles. So, but yeah, overall, really awesome interior. I have this in piano black. You can also choose some different trims. You have your air vents here. You control the amount of air you want, like this. So obviously this is the full air on. And yeah, well, what else can I show you? The seats, they are really nice and also hold you in one position really good. You also have this extension over here for your legs for longer road trips. Really good thing. I choose this part, only this part is in leather. I'm not a big fan of the leather, so this is ideal choice for me. Tell me in the comments which interior do you prefer. And now it is time to go at the back, and I will try to fit in. So let's see how that goes. All right, so here is the system. You pull this up, and then you do it like this, and you try to fit in. I will close the door. And well, yeah, okay, so here is the situation. I do have some space over here. Let me show you in more details. So for my head, I'm 1.87 m, so I actually have a decent amount of space for my head. I have a big window over here, unlike in some other cars with 3 doors where you have a smaller window, so you feel claustrophobic, but here you feel pretty good. For my legs, I do have space right now. I'm 1.87 m, as I already said, so that's a good thing, right? However, look at this. So at the front, where the seat went all the way up almost, so if the passenger wants also to have comfort, then I will be, well, not that good in here. So basically you can go for smaller road trips, and the people that aren't that tall, well, they can manage to, you know, even go for a longer road trip. As I said, we went to Monaco and my friend was driving here all the time, so he managed to survive. But yeah, so basically if you want the third person to drive here, it is possible, but not for longer journeys. And also it's interesting to see that the car actually has the 4 seats. So as you can see, my seat, and then here in the middle you don't have anything, and then this is the 4th seat. So this car is for 4 people only. And since we are here, let's take a closer look at the interior from this angle. Really nice. And now, before we go for a drive, I will show you the engine. As you can see, you need to pull this 2 times in order to get to the engine, to open the hood, because this is the automatic system. You just need to lift it and it goes like this, magic. As you can see, the headlights stay here, and well, yeah, this is the heart of the beast. So this is the 1.5 liter twin power turbo mini engine. It's actually the same engine that is used on the BMW models, so on the BMW 118i, and also the 3 Series now. The first model petrol engine will have, first petrol model will have this engine. So let's talk about the specs. So this car has 136 horsepower with 220 Newton meters of torque. Acceleration is actually pretty good, because it goes from 0 to 100 in only 7.9 seconds, and the top speed is 210 kilometers. So that's pretty impressive for a car that it's not, you know, sport version. So this is the regular Cooper, not the Cooper S or Cooper JCV. So I'm really satisfied with the performance, and also, as I said, it is sounding very nice. But you can hear the turbo whistle every time you put the windows down. It's something that it's pretty cool for me. It's a new experience. I used to drive a naturally aspirated engine. So tell me in the comments what you think about that. And now I think it's time to go for a drive. Okay, so how does it feel to be behind the wheel of the Mini? It feels so good, especially if you are in the sport mode like me now. Well, basically, Mini is so much fun to drive. It's one of the key elements of this car, and also one of the main reasons why I bought it, because it drives so well. It is pretty stiff. It also handles great, really great. One of the best things about this car, actually. And you have the very precise manual gearbox. You have sharp steering. Everything you need in a car, you have it. Also, if you want to have extra fun, then you will go for the Cooper S or Cooper JCV. I didn't go for it because of the price range. In Croatia we have double taxes, which means that Mini Cooper S would be like 6,000–7,000 euros more, which was out of my budget. But this is so much fun. You can really have fun, because 136 horsepower, it is pretty decent, really, and you can really enjoy the roads without any problems. So definitely puts a big smile on your face. One thing I must also compliment are these sport seats. They hold you in one position so good, but they are still very comfortable. So I drove to France a few weeks ago, no problem at all. They're pretty comfortable. So I think that's the best choice for Mini. You have 3 choices actually. So this one being the second one, like the normal option, sport seats. You have also the standard option, which you have if you don't pay extra for the seats. Then you have the regular seats, they're also good. But these ones are much better if you want to drive a bit faster. And then you also have the third option, the hardcore option of the JCV seats. You can actually put them in this car, and well, then the drive will be a bit stiffer. You will not be as comfortable as in these seats, so I would recommend you to go for this one. As you can see, the sound is also pretty good for 136 horsepower car with 1.5 liter the whole package is here. When I put it in the sport mode, which we are currently in, I also have the rev matching. The car does it for me. And also what you can do in sport mode, you have the sharper steering, you have the sharper response to the throttle, and overall you have the go-kart feel, as people from Mini would say, and I loved it because well, you really can have fun behind the wheel. Now I think it's time for you to go behind the wheel, which we'll do with the point of view drive. So I will now put my GoPro on my head and drive here with you so that you can see exactly what I see. Okay guys, so now it's time for you to go behind the wheel of the car, and as you can see, this is a very nice place to be. I have this main screen in front of me with mini visual boost over here. Then you also have your classic cluster in front of me, fuel gauge over here, and well, yeah, this feels and it is pretty nice. And now let's go to some nice roads here in Zagreb, and let me show you how does this car sound on higher revs, which is really, I'm impressed by that. Yeah, so we will now go slowly here, and then we have one part where we can, you know, go a bit faster, and then I will show you the exact sound from the interior. And yeah, well, this is the place to be, really. I don't know if you can see it, but navigation is pretty good. The screen is very responsive. You have the 3D shape of some interesting buildings. And now it's time to go to sport mode. As you can see, this feels really nice. So rev matching, the car does it for me. And now we go back. So tell me your thoughts. What do you think about this exterior and interior? What do you think about the driving modes that are available for this car? Would you buy this car? I think it's a great value for money. In my opinion, and in my case, it was by far the best option on the market. So yeah, overall I'm very satisfied with the car. And well, yeah, I will now leave you with the conclusion. Hope you like this little point of view drive, and I will also do a point of view drive during the night, which will be like extended version, that it will be more than 15 minutes probably. I will also show you how do my front LED lights work during the night. I think some of you may find that interesting, especially if you are on the market for the car. And well, yeah, that's it for now. Let's go to the conclusion. Okay guys, so that was it, the full in-depth review of my new 2019 Mini Cooper. Tell me in the comments what you think about the car. Tell me also what would you like to see with this car, because now that I'm having it, I really want to see your opinion and to hear your thoughts about the car, and what do you want to see. There's plenty of options. Maybe I will do some modifications to it, but for now I want it to stay stock, as it is really nice, looks awesome. I wanted this exact spec, so that's why I'm keeping it like this for now. Tell me in the comments, as I said, what do you want to see. I will do exhaust sound video and night point of view, so stay tuned for that. It's coming very soon. And that's pretty much it. Thank you very much for watching. Do subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and see you on the next one. Bye bye.